Hi, hello and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Veronica and I'm a big lover of makeup, so if you want to see more reviews, looks and more fun videos, don't forget to subscribe. In today's video we are talking about the videos and the makeup that I would buy with infinite money, so if you are curious about that, please keep on watching. So I think this video idea could be fun because of course we don't have infinite money, and as well we need to be selective because it is hard to justify like an $80 quad. And as well, we can't buy everything, we can't test everything. So I have in here some brands that I would test or some video ideas that I would like to film if I had infinite money. So let's talk about that. This is just fun and light, it's nothing too serious. The first video idea that I would like to film is a full face of X brand. And I would love to do that, but of course I can't buy everything from a brand, that would be insanely expensive, and here I chose some very expensive brands, and as well that would be so much makeup, I would be so overwhelmed, but I think it would be a fun idea. So the first brand that I would do this idea with, it is Dior, and I'm gonna just put some video in here because I did scroll the Sephora page from Romania with the Dior backstage line. So from Dior I think I would be very interested in testing the highlighter, the very popular lip oil that is just so expensive in my opinion. That can't be worth that much. It's insane amount of money for a lip oil. Come on, I would finish that in like 1 or 2 months. No way. The foundation, the blushes, I would not buy the pink blush because it's not my journey, but the orangey one looks really nice. The powder, the face and body powder no powder, that is very intriguing. So I have some products that I would be very interested in testing. The next brand that I would do that full face of makeup, it is Ilia. Again, pretty expensive brand. I am interested in the foundation. Anything else is not that intriguing to me, but I think a full face of Ilia could be pretty fun. The lipstick looks nice. What is that? The serum with SPF, that looks interesting. The powder. So there are some products that look pretty good. Next we have Charlotte Tilbury, and I do have some products from Charlotte Tilbury, and I love this brand. From this list, I think Charlotte Tilbury, of course I didn't test others, so maybe I'm just wrong, but from this list in here, I think Charlotte Tilbury, it is expensive, but in a way it's kind of worth the money because the products are so beautiful and the packaging is beautiful. So in a way you get that luxury experience, so I would test everything. Every single product from Charlotte Tilbury, I would test everything. I love the highlighter, I love the Hollywood Flawless Filter thingy. The foundation is not my absolute favorite, but it is a beautiful foundation, the glowy one. What else do I own? The lipstick as well is beautiful, I love the packaging as well, but for sure with infinite money I would test absolutely everything from Charlotte Tilbury because I am curious about the brand in general, and I would love to film a full face of Charlotte Tilbury. Next brand is Pat McGrath, and I just recently purchased a blush and I am wearing it today actually. I was very intrigued, and I am still very intrigued about the eyeshadow formula, but again, to buy a mothership palette is just, I don't think I would love the formula that much because I am buying Natasha Denona and that is very pricey as well, but she has those midi palettes and they are a bit more, they are not affordable in any shape or form, but they are just a bit more decently priced for how many shades you get. For these mothership palettes, first of all, the color stories are not my favorite, and I think I would maybe buy a 6 pan or a 5 pen from Pat McGrath, because I am curious about the eyeshadow formula. But yeah, for sure with infinite money I would test a lot of products from Pat McGrath. I will do a full face, because I think the foundation, I heard so many good things about it, but here in Romania is like almost, it's like $80 or something, which again, it's just a bit too much. I have too many foundations, so to buy a $80 foundation is not something for me right now. I do have more than enough foundations anyway, and yeah, but like I said, I would love a full face of Pat McGrath. That would be so fun. Next brand is Hourglass, and as well in here I am very intrigued about the foundation. I am kinda sad that last year I didn't buy it because I really wanted it, and it is very expensive, but I still want it. So for sure from Hourglass I would test the foundation, the newer one, the Soft Glow foundation, and I would like to try the powders, the under eye powders or the finishing powders, the blushes, the primer from Hourglass as well, even the eyeshadows, even though I can't with those prices. It was insanely priced. Next brand is LH Cosmetics, and I did test the primer that is just too matte for me right now. And what else did I try? The 9 pen from LH Cosmetics, and that one is not my favorite either, just because some shades are just a bit satiny, some shades are not working the best. So I didn't have the best experience with LH Cosmetics, but overall I am very intrigued by the brand. For sure I would do a full face of LH Cosmetics, and in the future I could see myself buying something else from the brand, because like I said, I think it is a very beautiful and intriguing brand. And lastly, for a full face, I put in here Glow Recipe, even though it is a skincare brand, but I would try, like I said, everything from this brand as well, because the packaging looks amazing. The formulas, I heard that they are pretty good in general, so I would test everything because I am curious. I didn't buy anything from Glow Recipe yet because we don't have it in Romania, so I need to order it from Huda Beauty. So I would not repurchase probably the products that I would test, and that is just, I don't want to do that. With skincare in general, I like repurchasing my favorites, and because this is from Huda Beauty, it's just a bit harder for me to repurchase. So I don't think I'm gonna try Glow Recipe in the near future, but it is an intriguing brand, and from all skincare brands, this is the most intriguing to me, so I put it on the list. The next video idea that I would film, it is it worth it for eyeshadow palettes? Because right now I'm not buying very expensive palettes. I mean, Natasha Denona is pretty expensive, but I am talking about Tom Ford or something like that. I would just test some very expensive palettes because that could be fun. And yeah, with infinite money, if I am testing them one time and never using them again because they are not good quality, doesn't matter that much. It's just for a good review, and I think that could be very helpful in general. But right now I'm not buying a Tom Ford quad just to use it once and never touch it again, because it's wasteful and useless for me right now, and I'm really not that intrigued in that formula because I have really nice palettes in my collection. But for this particular idea of video, I think it could be very fun, and I have some palettes in here. The first one is the Byredo, this one in here, and in a way I think this looks cute. I know that this is the most boring and basic green palette, and I think it's full of shimmers, but it is kind of cute in a way. But yeah, it's very expensive, and I can't. It's not worth that much, but I think I would test it for a video if I had infinite money, because it looks kinda fun to test. Next I have this Guerlain palette. I don't know how to pronounce that, so let's move on. And I love this packaging. It looks so nice with the bees and the flowers and the like a jean background. I really like this packaging. The color story is like everything together. Blue with yellow, pink and brown. Sure, maybe you can do a look with the yellow and the brown. And another, everything could go together if you want to, but for a quad this is a strange color story, but at least it is colorful, so that's the reason I picked it. And it is a bit newer, so I would test this one. It looks interesting. Then we have Tom Ford. I would test these even though they are so damn boring, but I would be curious to test the formula just to see if at least they are blendable or buildable or something. But this color story, and they are coming with those spongy applicators. Oh my god. Let's move on because this is so stupid. And lastly, for this video idea, I have Chantecaille, and I would test the blushes as well from this, but the eyeshadow formula as well. Again, very pricey. I think I am more intrigued about the blushes more than the eyeshadows, but anyway, I would test the eyeshadows as well. And this looks very mid-tone. I'm looking about the eyeshadow. It is a quad, but the packaging is very beautiful. I hope it is a sturdy and strong closure type of packaging, because it looks like that and it looks nice. I really like the packaging. For the next video idea, I would try a lot of indie brands. I did test some indie brands, and in the future, for sure, I will test more, because I love indie brands. They have good formulas and way better prices. But for me to buy from the States, not the best idea. Sometimes it's very expensive. 3 brands that I would love to test, and it is Blends Bunny, and I'm so curious about the eyeshadow formula. Even though the palettes are just a bit large, they have just too many shades. I'm sure that she will release some smaller palettes. She already did, and they look so good, and I heard that the formula is amazing, so I would test Blend Bunny. And as well Unearthly Cosmetics, similar to that, the color stories. And at some point I wanted to place an order, but the shipping was like $50 or something. If I can remember correctly, it was very pricey, so I decided to skip it for now. But in the future I could see myself buying something, because they look so beautiful. And lastly we have Nomad, and the palettes. This is an indie brand that is doing location based palettes, and again, very beautiful color stories. I heard amazing things about the formulas, and very creative, very stunning. I would love to test these 3 indie brands. The next video idea that I would do is finding the best of something. For example, a red lipstick, and I would test like 30 red lipsticks just to find the perfect one, for me at least. That could be so fun and so helpful, because if I'm testing 30 lipsticks or 30 formulas with the same color, I could just see which formula is better, which color looks better, which color is making your teeth look whiter or something like that, which formula is lasting better on the lips. And I think that could be very helpful. Or like, which is the best blue eyeliner or something like that. And I would test 30 and let you know which one is the best and which one is the second best or something like that. That could be very fun, because I really love testing makeup in general. And then I would film for sure a lot of duping videos, because that again, very helpful in my opinion. and I would do like half and half. So for sure I would test products that are very, very expensive and then finding a good drugstore dupe, or at least something very, very close. Again, very helpful, very useful, very, very fun to film, to test, and I would love that. And lastly, I think I would film a full face of the most expensive makeup, and again, I don't think that could be worth the money, but it would be a fun video idea at least. So these are all the video ideas and all the brands that I would test. And yeah, I hope this video was fun. Like I said, this is just for fun. So if you like this video and you want to see more from me, please subscribe and give it a like, and I will see you next time.